Hey, friends and foes, Bill Caskey here. It's Friday, October, whatever this is, first week of October 2025. We come to you live every day and will through the end of the year. People have asked me, why are you doing this every day? Isn't this a little bit too much? And the fact is that I look at this as kind of a community service. I want to give back to the community that I serve, which is sales professionals, VPs of sales, CEOs, and every day I have experiences. I have clients that I work with and coach. I have prospects that I talk to. I have podcasts that I'm on. And it seems like every day there are topics that come up that I want to share with you. So that's what we're doing today. Before I get into this too deeply, though, today at 12 noon till 1:15 Eastern, the Insider Group is a group that I host every month for an hour and 15 minutes, and we train on what I'll call counterintuitive topics, things that will help you grow your business. It's not just like how to handle objections and all that kind of garbage. Today we're going to be talking about how do you construct an introductory or a positioning video. And I'm going to give you an AI prompt. I'm going to give you an exact replica of one that I've done so you can see exactly how it works. And then I'm going to give you a chance to record one for yourself. And these introductory videos are used for you to send out to a prospect or a suspect prior to a first meeting. So that way you don't have to mess around on the first meeting with who I am and who the company is. All that's done for you. It's a 3 to 4 minute video. It's very short. Anyway, I'm going to go through step by step how to create that today at 1 or at 12. So if you want to get in on that, advancedsellingpodcast.com/insider. I'll leave it in one of the comments here. Okay, let's talk about this today. You know, when I get a call from a VP of sales or a CEO and they say, look, we want to grow our business. I think our sales team is pretty good, but we have some work to do. We are old, we're antiquated in our approach. We're not using technology at all. We're relying on behavior of a sales team, like how many cold calls you make a week or whatever. And the cold call scene, guys, is dead. Oh, I shouldn't. It's not dead, but it's close. It's in hospice. We'll put it that way, to use a terrible metaphor. So I'm okay if cold calling is one of your strong suits, or you're really good at it, or you like doing it, which I haven't found too many people to do. But I want you to add to that other channels. And one of the things that I always ask people when they call me and say we need skills training is I say, what kind of assets do you have available at your disposal that you're just not using or you're underusing? And they look at me kind of funny, like, what are you talking about, assets like real estate, cash on hand? No, I'm talking about the 5 asset classes that I'm going to give you today. So today, I'm going to walk through these 5 because I believe if you get more connected and in touch with these 5, you will start to be able to leverage those assets into growth, into business. Isn't that what we want? Do you only want sales that come through cold calling? Is that how committed to cold calling you are? I hope not, because there are better ways to do things. I'm not dissing cold calling. I'm saying that can't be your only channel. So let's get into these 5. And I've been working on this idea of leveraging assets for a couple of years. People really like it. I work with all my corporate clients on it and all of my public cohorts that I do, including the Insider program that I told you about earlier. And people like it because you don't have to do any more. You don't have to make more calls or close a higher percentage. If you use these properly, you can do more with less. Get more by doing less. And that's my mantra. I'm not talking about shortcutting. And I know sometimes this Puritan ethic is like, oh no, if I'm going to double my income, I've got to double my productivity. No, you really don't. You just have to do what I'm going to share with you today. Okay, so let's go through this. Number 1, asset class number 1 is your knowledge. Your knowledge is an asset. I bet you don't use it. I bet you don't even know what it is. I bet you undervalue it. If you do know what it is, I bet you think, you know what, I know how to do this, but everybody knows how to do this. No, they don't. You have a unique set of knowledge that you have accumulated over the years of doing what you do. Even if you've only been in the profession for a few years, you still have knowledge. That knowledge has come from experiences with prospects, experiences with implementation. You've got a lot of knowledge, but don't discount it. And that's one of this is and these. I don't know that these are in order, but knowledge is a big one. So number one asset is knowledge. So make a list of some of the things that you know about the world of business that you're in. Number two, relationships. You have current relationships. You have relationships of friends and neighbors and colleagues. You have relationships of prospects that you maybe called on but never sold to. Relationships of clients that are working with you now. Maybe relationships with past clients. They worked with you for a while, now they don't. Think about it. You've got probably, 500 people that you know in the world. I'm not saying you're best buds with all of them, but you have a lot of people you know, and you are not communicating with them. You are not obsessed with their problems and how you can help them solve their problems. You might be obsessed with generating new business, but you're not doing anything with your current relationships. Now, you can do that through email. You can do that through connecting on LinkedIn. So, I had a potential client call, actually it was a past client call here a few weeks ago. And he said, hey, I saw your video on culture. I want to talk to you about how you can help us build a high performance sales culture. So that's a way that we can reconnect with people. I'm not talking about calling people up, once a week and saying, hey, got anything for me? That's creepy. Don't do that. But think about the relationships that you have, strategic partners, people who even know you or who are acquainted with you. If you see somebody that you haven't seen for a while at Starbucks and standing in line and there's no time and they've got to go, email them later and saying, hey, I'm going to put you on our email list. I don't know if anything that I do would be of help, but it might, so I'm going to do that. And then they start receiving things from you. So don't discount the relationships you already have. Okay, number three. Successes. Are you leveraging your successes? I had a call probably 3 weeks ago with a guy, and he's a CEO of a $5 million company. That's pretty small for us, but he's got high ticket sales. He got 5 salespeople, and I said, well, have you ever shared the successes that you have had with your clients, with prospects? He just shook his head. I said, we should, but we don't. I said, why not? We just don't think of that. We think of how many more cold calls can we make. I feel like, why are we so obsessed with cold outbound? Why are we obsessed with that? I don't get it. It's kind of like a sickness, really. It's like somebody pumped that into our DNA at an early age. The only way you're going to grow your business is through cold outreach. It's like, oh God, come on. So successes. Do you have successes that need to see the light of day? And could your customers who have experienced that success, and by the way, I'm not talking about your successes, I'm talking about your customers' successes, that could find a way to a video or even to a document of some kind. Maybe it's a picture of them with a quote from them. So it could be very simple, but that's an asset class, is successes that you've had. I bet you do very little with successes. And that's my hunch given what I know. Okay, number 4, frameworks. Do you have any frameworks? Frameworks for problem finding, frameworks for problem solving, roadmaps for how one of your customers can get from where they are to where they want to be. Frameworks that have good names to them, frameworks that have 3 to 5 steps to them. Most companies have frameworks. Very few companies position and package that framework into something of value. You see, your framework for success for your customer is a vehicle that they want to, that they should want to ride on to get to their end goal. Do you have a way for you to say, look, I can get you there based on where you want to go and what you want to avoid? I can get you there. Here are the 5 steps that'll get you there. And if you don't have frameworks, you're missing a huge opportunity. Well, let me take that back. If you haven't packaged your frameworks, you're missing a huge opportunity. And I mean, what I have today is a framework, this idea of asset classes. If you want to grow your business through asset classes, you have to climb the asset ladder. Here are 5 steps. That's a framework. So what do you have in your business that would be considered frameworks? And the 5th asset class is an odd one, but it's the easiest one, and that is daily conversations. Every day, you have conversations with strategic partners, potential clients, Maybe you're interviewed on podcasts. Maybe you're making cold calls. Maybe you have inbound. Maybe you do webinars. Maybe you have conversations with people who are not even prospects for you, but just people who are in the industry. And those conversations are rich with content. They are rich with content. The content is an asset. If you can build and take those conversations that you're having and craft videos from them or articles or even posts from them and say something like, hey, I was talking with a potential customer the other day and he voiced this concern that he had about coaching, or voiced his concern he had about his people might leave him. Or there's hundreds of opportunities that you have every week to take conversations that you have and turn them into content. Content is an asset class. All right. So those are the 5. Number 1, your knowledge, your talent. Number 2, your successes. Number 3, your frameworks. Number 4, your relationships. We didn't go in that order. And number 5, your conversations. So if you're looking for a way to grow your business and you don't want to work harder, look at how to leverage these assets. And I think once you start to identify that, and we talk about that in the Insider program, all my corporate clients have asset plans. It's not that you don't need the skills. You do need skills. But you don't need all the skills that everybody tells you need. You just need the skill of how to understand your assets and how to leverage them. That's really the core skill. Okay, I hope that's helped today. I hope you have an awesome weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to go live every day through the end of the year unless something unfortunate happens to me, which I don't think it will, but who knows? I'm not in control. So I'll see you tomorrow. In the meantime, have a great day.